Today, on Septuagesima Sunday, we begin to count the days leading to the Feast of Feasts, Easter Sunday. These days number 63. Including Easter week in this count, we number 70 days. And so our itinerary of Roman station churches begins. Hi, I'm Jacob Stein with Crux Stationalis, and today we find ourselves at the Basilica of St. Lawrence outside the walls, in Italian San Lorenzo fuori le mura. First, I'd like to explain just what Crux Stationalis means. This name was chosen for our channel because in our Catholic tradition, for processions of any sort, and especially the penitential litanies, the clergy and faithful would gather behind a cross. The Roman station churches are churches in the local church of the Diocese of Rome, which are assigned to particular liturgical days throughout the year. In Rome, for these days throughout the liturgical year, the faithful and clergy would gather at a Colletta church and process to the station church, the Statio. The 7 districts of Rome each had a stational cross, or a Crux Stationalis, and behind the respective crosses they gathered and made this Lenten journey. They would do this amidst the physical toil of their daily lives, signifying and expressing in a tangible way the spiritual journey we all make in the Christian life. And so we, as we prepare for Lent by these days of Septuagesima, let us gather behind the cross and count nothing as lost. Every aspect of our daily life, the simple and complex, it can and must culminate in that glorious cross of love crucified, Jesus. This portico, dated to around 1220, houses these 13th century frescoes depicting scenes from the lives of St. Lawrence and St. Stephen, both martyred as deacons of Holy Mother Church. Also, 2 sarcophagi can be found, ancient in their origin. This one was decorated in the 7th century most likely, and adorned with these putti, or these cherubs picking grapes. Now let us enter the basilica. On Septuagesima we gather at the burial place of St. Lawrence, especially honored in the city of Rome, of which he is the 3rd patron after Saints Peter and Paul. The Basilica Papale di San Lorenzo fuori le mura, or in English, the Papal Basilica of St. Lawrence outside the walls, is a Roman Catholic minor papal basilica and parish church located in Rome, Italy. The basilica is one of the 7 pilgrim churches of Rome and one of the 5 papal basilicas, formerly a patriarchal basilica, each of which was assigned to the care of a Latin church patriarchate. The Basilica of St. Lawrence was assigned to the Patriarchate of Jerusalem. It is the shrine of the tomb of its namesake, St. Lawrence, one of the first 7 deacons of Rome who was martyred in 258. Many other saints and Blessed Pope Pius IX are also buried in the basilica, which is the center of a large and ancient burial complex. Pope Benedict XVI renounced the title of Patriarch of the West in 2006, which, as a consequence, officially restyled the Roman Catholic patriarchal basilicas as papal basilicas. We're about to see two more lions, similar to those Romanesque ones seen in the portico. They adorn this pulpit and paschal candle, which are of cosmatesque decoration. This beautiful paschal candlestick from the 12th or 13th century reminds us throughout the year of the beauty of Easter night, when the light, that new light, fills the body of the church. And this is the sanctuary of the church, elevated above the rest of the body and decorated in cosmatesque decoration and adorned with Corinthian columns. Before the present-day basilica was constructed, the former estate upon which it sits was once home to a small oratory built by Emperor Constantine. The emperor built it over the site on which tradition held that St. Lawrence was buried in 258. In the 580s, Pope Pelagius II commissioned the construction of a church over the site in honor of the saint. In the 13th century, Pope Honorius III commissioned the construction of another church in front of the older one. Both St. Stephen and St. Lawrence lie in this crypt, or confessio, underneath the high altar. Through this gate, we enter the larger area of the crypt, wherein we can find the tomb of Blessed Pius IX. And here is the tomb of Blessed Pius IX. Dark on these cloudy days in Rome, but if you remember, it was he who erected the column which stands in front of this basilica. The mosaic adorning the triumphal arch of the sanctuary is a 6th century mosaic of Christ and the saints. And now we explore more of this crypt with engravings and altars with crucifixes of plenary indulgence. Whoever comes to these altars with contrite heart is forgiven of his sins. And here at the foot of the cross, we find St. Lawrence and St. Stephen, the two deacon martyrs, lying just steps away in their tomb. And next to these altars, we find the entrance to the cemetery, which surrounds this church complex of San Lorenzo. Above the door, we see images of Christian art so typical in Christian cemeteries, giving us the hope of eternal life. The Alpha and the Omega, the key and the rho, those first letters of the name of Christ. And now let us explore more the season of Septuagesima. This 17-day period beginning on Septuagesima Sunday, is intended to be observed as a preparation for the season of Lent, which is itself a period of spiritual preparation for Easter. In many countries, Septuagesima Sunday marked and still marks the traditional start of the carnival season, culminating on Shrove Tuesday, sometimes known as Mardi Gras. Let us ask for the intercession of San Lorenzo. I hope you enjoyed this video for Septuagesima Sunday and the Papal Basilica of San Lorenzo, fuori le mura. I hope to see you next Sunday and throughout our Lenten journey of the Roman station churches. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a thing. Have a good week and may God bless you.